So hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we are continuing our complete GKGS series, and today we are here with ancient history part 2, as well as we'll cover every topic with lots of extra details that will be really benefit for your exams like SSC, Railway and State PCS and other examinations. So please watch the video till the end and get the PDF from my Telegram channel, link is in the description. And if you are new to my channel, don't forget to like, share, hype and subscribe. Okay, let's get started. So the question number 1, the Heliodorus pillar at Besnagar, Vidisha, Madhya Pradesh is a crucial archaeological inscription that proves the early existence of. Option number B, Bhagavata religion, Vasudev cult. The Heliodorus pillar was erected around 110 BC by Heliodorus, a Greek ambassador sent by King Antialcidas of Takshila to the court of Shunga ruler Bhagavadra. Heliodorus inscribed himself as a Bhagavata, devotee of Lord Vasudev or Vishnu, marking the earliest epigraphic evidence of foreigners adopting the Bhagavata sect. Vasudev Krishna worship formed the core of early Bhagavatism, which later evolved into Vaishnavism through integration with Narayan and Vishnu. Pashupata sect, founded by Lakulisha around the 2nd century BC, is considered the oldest organized Shaiva sect in India. The Alvars, 12 Vaishnav saints, and Nayanars, 63 Shaiva saints, later spearheaded the Bhakti movement in South India during the 6th to 9th centuries CE. Question number 2. In the 6th century BCE, which ancient text provides a comprehensive list of the 16th Mahajanapadas? Option number A, Anguttara Nikaya Buddhist and Bhagavati Sutra Jain. Anguttara Nikaya, a Buddhist text of the Sutta Pitak, and Bhagavati Sutra, a Jain text, provide the primary historical list of the 16 Mahajanapadas. Out of the 16 Mahajanapadas, Vajji and Malla were republics, Gana Shanghas, governed by assemblies of elders, whereas most others were monarchies. Asmak, located along the banks of the Godavari river in modern Maharashtra, was the only Mahajanapada situated in peninsular South India. Takshila was the famous capital of the Gandhar Mahajanapad, renowned as a global hub of the higher learning and trade. Bimbisara, the ruler of Haryanka dynasty, initiated Magadh's territorial expansion through strategic matrimonial alliances and military conquests. Question number 3. Alexander the Great invaded India in 326 BCE during the reign of which king over the powerful Nanda Empire in Magadh? Option number B, Dhanananda. Dhanananda was the last ruler of the Nanda dynasty, possessing a massive standing army that deterred Alexander's very soldiers from advancing past the Bias river. Mahapadmananda, the founder of the Nanda dynasty, assumed title like Ekrat and Sarvakhatrantrak, a destroyer of all Kshatriyas. Alexander crossed the Indus and fought the famous battle of Hydaspes in 326 BCE on the banks of the Jhelum river against the king Poras or Puru. Ambhi, the ruler of Takshila, submitted to Alexander's without a fight and offered assistance against Poras. Alexander's army mutinied and refused to cross the Hippasis or Bias river, and forcing Alexander to turn back and returned towards Babylon. Question number 4. Chandragupta Maurya established the Mauryan Empire in 321 BC with the vital political and strategic assistance of. Option number B, Chanakya. Chanakya, also known as Kautila, authored the Arthashastra, a treatise on statecraft, economic policy, military strategy and administration. Chandragupta Maurya defeated Dhanananda with Chanakya's guidance and captured Patliputra, establishing Mauryan rule. Chandragupta defeated the Seleucid ruler Seleucus Nicator, acquiring territories in Arachosia, Kandahar, Gedrosia, Balochistan and Paropamisade, Kabul. Okay, and Seleucus sent Megasthenes as an ambassador to Chandragupta's court at Patliputra, who authored the famous text Indica. Towards the end of his reign, Chandragupta embraced Jainism under Bhadrabahu and performed Shallekhana, voluntary fasting, at Shravanbelagola, Karnataka. 5. Megasthenes' book Indica provide valuable description of modern administration. According to Indica, Indian society was divided into how many classes? According to Indica, Indian society was divided into how many classes? Option number B is the correct answer, 7 classes. Megasthenes observed that Indian society was structured into 7 classes: philosophers, farmers, herdsmen, artisans, soldiers, overseers, spies, and councillors. Megasthenes noted that the capital city Patliputra was governed by a central council of 30 members divided into 6 boards of 5 members each. He remarked that slavery was absent in India. Though domestic servitude existed, it differed from the harsh chattel slavery of Western ancient civilization. Indica describes the grand wooden palisade fortification and moat system protecting Patliputra at the confluence of the Ganga and Son rivers. Indica is lost as a single text, but its fragments survive through quotes in works by Strabo, Arrian, Diodorus, and Pliny. Question number 6. Ashoka's famous Kalinga War, which led to his transformation from Chandashok to Dhammashok, is recorded in which rock edict? Option number C, Major Rock Edict 13. Major Rock Edict 13 provides a vivid personal account of the Kalinga War 261 BC, detailing the tragic destruction and Ashoka's remorse. Following the Kalinga War, Ashoka abandoned Verigosha, conquest by war, and adopted the Dhammagosha, conquest by righteousness, Dhamma. Major Rock Edict first strictly prohibits animal sacrifice and bans festival gatherings, samajas. And Major Rock Edict 12 advocates for religious tolerance and mutual respect among all sects. Ashoka was converted to Buddhism under the influence of the monk Upagupta or Nigrodha. 7. Which script was used in the majority of Ashoka's inscriptions found across the Indian subcontinent? Option number A, Brahmi script. Brahmi script was used in the most Ashokan's inscriptions written from left to right in the Prakrit language. Inscriptions found in northwestern India were written in the Kharoshti script written from right to left. And inscriptions discovered in Afghanistan used Greek and Aramaic scripts to reach the global local population. James Prinsep, an officer of the Calcutta Mint and ASI scholar, first deciphered the Brahmi script in 1837. Ashoka referred to himself in his inscription as Devnam Priyadasi, beloved of the gods. He was looks on with affection. Who was appointed by Emperor Ashok as special state officers to propagate moral conduct, Dhamma, and took after public welfare? Option number B, Dhamma Mahamattas. Dhamma Mahamattas were a special cadre of officers created by Ashok in his 14th regional year to spread moral principles without sectarian bias. Samaharta was a chief revenue collector in the modern administration system, overseeing tax collection and expenditures. Sannidhata was the chief treasurer and keeper of the royal storehouse. And Rajukas were provincial judicial and administrative officers responsible for surveying land and administering justice in rural districts. The Sarnath land capital in Ashok, featuring 4 lions back to back, was adopted as the national emblem of India in 1950. Question number 9. Who was the last emperor of the Mauryan dynasty who was assassinated in 185 BC by his commander-in-chief Pushyamitra Shunga? Option number C, Brihadrath. Brihadrath was the last Mauryan king assassinated during the military parade in 185 BC by his Brahmin general Pushyamitra Shunga. Pushyamitra Shunga established the Shunga dynasty, initiating a revival of Brahminical Vedic sacrifices such as the Ashwamedha Yajna. The famous ancient grammarian Patanjali, author of the Mahabhashya, was a contemporary scholar at the Pushyamitra Shunga's court. Despite Brahmanical revivalism, the Shungas constructed and renovated Buddhist monuments, including the gateway, Torana, and the railing of the Bharhut Stupa and Sachi Stupa. The Shunga dynasty was overthrown by Vasudev, who established the Kanva dynasty around 73 BC. These all details are very important. Alright, move on to the next question. Question number 10. The Heliodorus pillar and the Bharhut Stupa gateway railings are famous artistic achievements associated with which post-Mauryan dynasty? Option number A, Shunga dynasty. The Shunga dynasty ruled over central and eastern regions, contributing significantly to the post-Mauryan stone relief art. Agnimitra, the son of Pushyamitra Shunga, is the central hero of Kalidas' famous classical Sanskrit play Malavikagnimitram. Bharhut Stupa, Madhya Pradesh, features intricate relief carvings depicting Jatak stories and floral motifs executed during the Shunga era. Kanva dynasty succeeded the Shungas and ruled Magad briefly before being displaced by southern powers. Post-Mauryan trade thrived along the Silk Route, expanding commercial contacts between India, Rome, and Central Asia. Question number 11. Which Satavahana ruler is celebrated in the Nasik Prashasti inscription as Ek Brahman and the destroyer of the Shakas, Scythians? Option number B, Gautamiputra Shatkarni. Gautamiputra Shatkarni was the greatest ruler of the Satavahana dynasty, restoring the power after defeating the western Satraps Shakas. The Nasik Prashasti inscription issued by his mother Gautami Balashri described his military victories and moral standing. Chimuk was the founder of the Satavahana dynasty in the Deccan region following the decline of the Mauryas and Kanvas. Yajnasri Shatkarni issued unique coins featuring ship motifs, demonstrating and flourishing maritime trade under the Satavahanas. The Satavahanas were the first native Indian rulers to issue lead and potin coins and grant tax-free land agrahar to Brahmins and Buddhist monks. Question number 12. The rock-cut Hathigumpha inscription at Udaigiri Caves, Odisha, detail the achievements of which famous ruler of the Chedi dynasty? Option number A, Kharvela. King Kharvela of the Chedi dynasty of Kalinga is immortalized in the Hathigumpha inscription written in Prakrit Brahmi script. The inscription details Kharvela's military expedition, canal repairs, patronizing of Jainism, and restoring of Jina images from Magad. Kharvela was a contemporary of the early Satavahana and Shungas during the 1st century BC. The Udaigiri and Khandagiri caves near Bhubaneswar were carved out under Kharvela's patronage as residential retreats for Jain ascetics. The inscription provides a year-by-year record for his 13-year reign, highlighting his public works and administrative generosity. Question number 13. Who was the most famous Indo-Greek ruler whose philosophical dialogue on Buddhism with monk Naksen is recorded in the text Milinda Panha? Option number B, Menander or Milinda. Menander I ruled a vast Greco-Bactrian domain from his capital Shakal, modern Sialkot, Pakistan, around 165 to 145 BC. The Pali Buddhist text Milinda Panha, Questions of King Milinda, records philosophical debates between Menander and the Buddhist sage Naksen. Following these dialogues, Menander embraced Buddhism and became a famous royal patron of the Shunga. Indo-Greek were the first rulers in India to issue gold coins bearing royal portraits and bilingual legends, Greek and Kharosthi. They introduced Hellenistic artistic techniques into northwestern India, laying the ground for the Gandhara school of art. The Junagadh rock inscription composed in high classical Sanskrit highlights the repair of Sudarshan Lake by which western Satrap Shaka ruler? Option number B, Rudradaman first. Rudradaman first of the Kardamak Shaka dynasty issued the Junagadh rock inscription in Kathiawar, Gujarat. This inscription is celebrated as the first long inscription written in pure classical Sanskrit rather than Prakrit. It records the reconstruction of embankment of Sudarshan Lake, originally constructed during the reign of Chandragupta Maurya and completed under Ashok. Rudradaman repaired the lake using his own personal treasury funds, without levying emergency taxes on his subjects. 15. The Shaka Sambad, Shaka era, adopted as the basis for the national calendar of India, was initiated in 78th century by which emperor? Option number B, Kanishka. Shaka Sambad was founded in 78 CE by the great Kushan Emperor Kanishka I upon his accession to the throne. The government of India officially adopted the Shaka era for the national calendar in 1957 with first Chaitra matching March 22. Vikram Sambad is an older calendar era that began in 57 BC, traditionally attributed to King Vikramaditya of Ujjain after defeating the Shakas. Kanishka's empire stretched from Central Asia across northern India down to Mathura and Varanasi. Kanishka maintained two major capitals, Pureshpur, modern Peshawar, and Mathura. Question number 16. Kanishka was a great patron of Mahajanapadas Buddhism. Which physician and author of the medical treatise Samhita served at his court? B. Charak. Charak, the revered author of the Charak Samhita, a foundational text of Ayurveda, served as the court physician to Kanishka. Ashoka, a court poet, authored the famous Sanskrit epic Buddha Charit, Life of Buddha, and Saundarananda. Nagarjuna, the founder of Madhyamika school of Madhyam philosophy and proponent of Shunyata, was a contemporary of the Kushan era. Vasumitra, who presided over the 4th Buddhist council at Kundalwan in Kashmir, was patronized by Kanishka. Kushan gold coins featured depiction of diverse deities including Buddha and Shiva and Greek gods. Question number 17. The Gandhara school of art, which flourished during the Kushan period in northwestern India, is characteristically known as? Number A. Greco-Buddhist art. The Gandhara school of art synthesized Hellenistic Greek artistic techniques with Buddhist religious iconography. Buddha's sculptures in Gandhara art features wavy hair, broad shoulders, heavy drapery folds, and realistic muscular anatomy. The Mathura school of art developed natively using spotted red sandstone, creating images of Buddha, Tirthankars, and Hindu deities. Example: Vishnu, Shiva. The Amravati school of art in Andhra Pradesh flourished under the Satavahanas, using white marble to carve narrative reliefs depicting Jatak tales. 18. Which trade route connected ancient India to Roman Empire, as documented in the 1st century Greek navigational guide Periplus of the Erythraean Sea? Option number B. Maritime Silk Route, Red Sea Trade Network. The Periplus of the Erythraean Sea, written by an anonymous Greek sailor, detailed maritime trade between Roman Egypt, ancient India, and South India. Mujiris, Kerala, was a bustling port along the Malabar coast that exported vast quantities of black pepper, black gold to Rome. Varigaza, Bharuch, Gujarat, was the premier western port town handling overland trade from central India and the Gangetic plains. And it is important. Arikamedu, Puducherry, was an active Indo-Roman trading settlements where Roman amphora and Aretine pottery were excavated. Question number 19. The Taket-i-Bahi inscription and the visit of St. Thomas apostle of Jesus Christ to India are associated with which Indo-Parthian ruler? Option number B, Gondophares. Gondophares was the most prominent ruler of the Indo-Parthian kingdom centered in Arachosia and Punjab. Early Christian tradition records that Saint Thomas the Apostle visited Gondophares court before traveling to South India to preach Christianity. The Tahkit-i-Bahi inscription near Mardan, Pakistan bears a dated reference to the reign of King Gondophares. Indo-Parthians succeeded the Indo-Greeks and Indo-Scythians in northwest before being supplanted by the Kushans. And the last question, which ancient Indian highway connected Takshila in the northwest through Patliputra to Tamralipti in the east during the Mauryan period? Option number A, Uttar Path. Uttar Path, northern route, was the ancient trans-subcontinental trade highway connecting Tamralipti port in Bengal through Patliputra, Mathura, Takshila in Central Asia. Dakshina Path, southern route, connected Patliputra and Kaushambi to Pratisthana in Maharashtra and southern ports. Not important, so it is. So that's all for today, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Also can get PDF from my Telegram channel. The link is in the description. Alright, keep watching, keep learning. See you in the next video. Thank you.